Habit number 14, emotional release tools. Now, as mentioned in 13, these two, 13 and 14, go together. In 13, we gave you the processes of letting go, forgiveness and detachment. With this one, with 14, it is the tools, specific tools to help you let go of all this, any emotional negativity, negative energy that's stored inside you. These are phenomenal tools. You'll be, if you haven't come across them before, you'll be blown away by this simplicity, but the power cannot be overstated, I should say. Now, same as 13, because they go hand in hand, this has the primary buckets are your emotional health and your mental health. That's the feel-good zone, the heart of the operation, but it also has a big impact on your physical health and your spiritual health. So that's why 13 and 14 are so powerful. Now, the three tools, the very first one, you may have come across it. It's called the emotional freedom technique, which is also known as tapping. And it's simple as tapping on the meridian points, 9 meridian points within your body. Now, what happens, we've discussed this in the prologue and in other habits, that when you sort of weighed down by negative emotional energy, it starts to, as I said before, when we're born, we're higher vibrational beings, and then life starts to give us crap. We take all this on board emotionally, subconscious, and it starts to affect the energy centers. So from being at ease, it then ultimately creates dis-ease as it blocks the energy, the life force flowing through us. Now, what EFT, emotional freedom technique, or tapping as it's commonly known, does, it works with the pressure points to release this, and it's very simple and very quick. Now, it uses 9 acupressure points on the top half of the body, and it's simple as take 2 fingers. First one is on the crown of the head, so it's like tapping, just lightly tap, like 5 to 7 times. Second one is above the eyebrow, is on the eyebrow, side of the eye, just below the eye, above the top lip, below the bottom lip, collarbone, that's the armpit, and then what's called the karate chop on the hand. 9 acupressure points. Now, what's happening, the stress, so you think of any tension you've got, anything that's causing you problems, might be something later in the day you've got a little bit of tension about, think about it, and as you think about it, you tap on these acupressure points 5 to 7 times, each one. And what it does, the acupressure points are connected to the amygdala in your brain, which is the stress center. Now, it immediately gives you release in your meridians of the energy, because that's where the negative energy starts getting into your meridians and storing in there. Okay, so it's very, very simple. And you can do it. Now, the beauty of it is that simple. I mean, how long does that take? Less than a minute, let's say 5 to 7 times on each of the 9 points. You can go through it, think about it, you can say things out loud, you know, I feel lighter, I feel released, whatever that is important to you. So you're going around, as might want to do it 5 times, 10 times, whatever feels right. I mean, we've put all the resources in the pack and the links, so you can see the people who first came up with this or brought it into the Western world, a guy called Gary Craig. You can get their resources, watch YouTube videos, and you can follow them doing this. But it is very powerful and very simple. So this is a physical tool to release that negative energy that's in your meridians, and it happens within minutes. You can release tension for anything very, very quickly. Very, very powerful. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is something called Ho'oponopono. That's quite a strange name. It's a Hawaiian healing technique that is incredibly powerful too, and also very, very simple. Now, it was brought to the attention of the Western world probably in the last sort of 15 years by a guy called Dr. Hugh Len, who saw his daughter cured of it's a major skin disease, a debilitating skin disease, using Ho'oponopono. And he couldn't believe the simplicity, so he studied it, and then he used it in a very profound way. Now, he's a doctor, a psychiatrist, and he was assigned to the mental ward at Hawaii State Hospital. This is the crazy ward. These are people that are locked up most of the day because of they're very violent people. And what he did, he took on the role to treat these people. Within 3 months, everybody was effectively normal, didn't need to be restrained, and in the end, they ended up closing the facility down. Now, this story's been corroborated. The guy tells it. We've put links so you can actually watch an interview with him. And now the crazy thing is, he effectively cured them all, but he never physically sat down with anybody, met with them, spoke to them. What he did, he looked at the files and he used this technique called Ho'oponopono. Now, when asked what he did, he said, I just cured the part of me that created them. Now, as crazy as that sounds, let me explain something to you. Now, this was in the prologue where we talked about that we all create our own reality and there actually isn't an out there. As stubborn as this seems, and this takes a little bit of getting your head around. Now, as you're watching me through the camera, I'm not really out here, I'm inside your head. This is how it works. You, as a human, you're both the observer and the observed. The neocortex is observing the input from your 5 senses. Your 5 senses are taking information from the outside and converting it into electrical impulses in your brain, which you perceive as being external. So your neocortex is observing the electrical impulse interpretation of what the outside world has. So it's all happening within inside your brain. It's an illusion that I'm out here. No, you're seeing me within your brain. It's just perceived as being out there. Now, if you go back to the prologue where we talked about everything is energetically connected, and you bring in the law of attraction, you realize that everything in your life you've attracted on some level. So if it's an issue with somebody or something, okay, you're energetically connected to it. You've brought it into your life. So what Dr. Len understood this, and he realized that he's been brought into this mental ward in the hospital, and these people are crazy. He realizes a part of him has attracted them into his life. If he can cure the part of him that created them, they have to get better. That's how energy works, as crazy as that sounds. So he didn't work on them, he worked on the part of him that created that energetically. Healed that, and then they healed. Crazy. Don't worry, we've put the link so you can actually look into this, because once you get around it, this is profound. So what happens is, let's say you've got an issue with a certain person causing you a lot of grief. Energetically connected. So you focus on the part of you where the problem is. It's in your subconscious, but there's going to be some negative energy when you think about that person. So you focus on your subconscious, okay, and this is what you can do the healing technique on the part of you where you're feeling the energy. What you're doing, you're petitioning the divine. In the prologue, we talk about divine creation. We're all connected. So your subconscious is connected to the divine. The part of you that's created this problem, you focus on that and you're saying 4 phrases to the divine. You're saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. That's it, as simple as that. You focus on your problem, not the other person. The problem as you think about the problem, in your subconscious, wherever it is, you focus on that bit, you say the 4 phrases related to it. The divine hears this, and what it does, it energetically starts to unwind this. As it starts to unwind the negative energy in you, the other person, it releases the energetic negative energy in them. Okay, so you can release a problem in another person and help them by focusing in the part of you that has created them. Now that takes some getting your head around. That's why I put a lot of links there so you can study this, but this is very, very powerful indeed. That's why I often say to people, do not try and change them. If you don't like the behavior, change the part of you that created it. So 4 phrases. Let's look at this energetically. You're talking to the divine. The creation of all the universe, that all that is, that we're all energetically connected to. I'm sorry. So you're acknowledging, okay, I'm sorry that I brought this negativity into my life. Please forgive me. Habit 13, forgiveness is powerful. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Energetically, these are very powerful phrases. So you're saying with genuine, I'm sorry, high energy. Please forgive me for bringing this in. I love you. I love divine creation. I love everything. Thank you. Okay, very, very simple, but very, very powerful. So don't try and change the world, change the part of you. Because as we talked about in the prologue and the example I gave you earlier, everything is within inside you. Okay, you don't need to try and fix the world, fix the part of you. Try this with something small. You'll be amazed at the simplicity of it, because it's giving you peace and emotional freedom by healing you, healing the part of you, and by energetic universal law, the other person gets the benefit, and you'll see they will change. Okay, but please study this, try it. Very, very simple. You just say the 4 phrases, concentrate on what the problem is, you talk in your subconscious, which naturally you petition the divine, and then it energetically starts to shave that energy away until it all dissolves. And you can do it all the time. You can do it small stints, long stints. We've put some links to guided videos where it guides you through it as well. Yeah. Do not underestimate the power of this or the EFT. They're very, very simple, very easy to do, but wonderful release techniques. Okay, the third one, the final one, is eco meditation. It's something the guy called Dawson Church has put together. Guided meditation, very, very simple. All he's done is combine meditation, which is very powerful, habit 9 as you know, and tapping. Okay, now just a quick one. Here's something I prepared earlier on meditation, because not enough people understand what meditation's about. We have brainwave states. Our awakened state is pretty much in beta. We have an analytical mind where you are, where you're thinking. Okay, the purpose of meditation is to get out of here, your thinking brain, to your non-thinking, to nothing, just to being. So shutting your eyes, physical senses turned off, just being, because this is where repair and restoration happens. Okay, so we're taking that state. This is where you're awake. High beta is the danger. All your low energy, where your brain's overworking, is high beta. That's where all the danger happens, and people spend too long in there, which if you're down here, it pushes you into that. We're just looping all the negativity up all the time. Okay, so eco meditation is getting away from this, guided, and doing the tapping. So all you're focused on is the tapping while going into a deep state. Very, very powerful indeed. We've put links so you can do that as the guided meditation. So you're combining 2 wonderful, one habit of meditation, which we're big advocates of, as you know, because it's habit 9, and the tapping, which is very powerful and very simple to do. Okay, so just to finish this one, the daily habits for you, the recommended action steps. Try all 3 tools to familiarise yourself with each process. Experiment with the different techniques to find out what works best for you. And as you notice any emotional tension or negative energy rising up as you go about your day, acknowledge it and release it. Use any of these tools, any of the tools in Habit 13, any of these tools. Very, very simple. Ho'oponopono you can say in your head. The tapping you can pretty much do anywhere, or if you're out and about or you're in somewhere, you find a quiet spot, go to the toilet, and you can do it. Only takes a few minutes and you'll immediately feel better. Ho'oponopono, you could do it all day long inside your head, do it out, do it in the morning, do it in the shower. Beautiful techniques, but do not underestimate what they are through the simplicity of them. Yeah, follow the links and please research them and use them. Okay, so take some time at the end of each day to reflect on your day and release any negative energy from the day. Make it a daily ritual. Use these tools every single day. Just release. Okay, wonderful tools. So you're getting rid of any negativity and you're going up that chart. You know it makes sense. Okay, raising your energy. Okay, that's 13 and 14 every single day. Be aware of them and please use them. Thank you for watching.